All right, well, look, let's get to football then. And Andy can pipe in this if he wants to. But look, we've got to talk about Chelsea. They are the champions of the world. How surprised were you both by their victory over PSG last night?
Do you know what? I wasn't shocked, just because Chelsea in European finals are really, really good. I mean, they set up properly. I think Maresca's had a really good season. We certainly did last year. So it didn't shock me. Yes, PSG, we all think are the best team on the planet. But I just had this feeling that Chelsea, if they set up correctly and got all their best players fit, that they could ultimately get the job done. And the way they played that first half, Vic, was absolutely incredible. I didn't see that coming. But now it's about what can they do this season coming, because now the expectation is going to be going through the roof. When you beat PSG in a World Club Cup final, people are going to be expecting you to challenge for the Premier League. So it's been a fantastic start to this season, you'd have to say, for Chelsea, and it's amazing to see what they're going to do next year.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of that, do you think this is going to kind of lift everyone's expectations in terms of them going forward? Because, you know, I think they've lifted every single major trophy there is to lift. I mean, that's quite the achievement, isn't it? So what will the expectations be, do you think, for them this season?
I think they're going to have to push for the league title. I'm not saying they're going to win it, because obviously Manchester City, Liverpool and Arsenal, I think, are still just ahead of them. But if you look at what they've been doing in terms of the recruitment as well, signing young players, you can't tell me in 2-3 years' time this Chelsea team's not going to be one of the best teams in Europe. I mean, they're all quality, they're all young. I think last season they had one of the average youngest squads in the Premier League as well. So I think, yes, you can get carried away and start thinking, right, they can win the Premier League next season, they can win this, they can win that. But I think it's baby steps, I think. But they are showing fantastic progression. I think we saw Cole Palmer back to his best again yesterday, and I think if they do continue on this trajectory, then again in a couple of years' time, there's no reason why they can't go on and win the Premier League.
Yeah, and of course he got the Players' Tournament, didn't he? Awarded the Golden Ball for the tournament's best player. It is a year, of course, until the World Cup, though. Do you think that he can really shine for England next year?
Yeah, I do. I think he's fantastic. I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, his numbers last season were still incredible, but he probably wasn't as good as he was the year before. But he certainly started off this one and winning the best player in this tournament, showing what he could do in, as we said, against the PSG side, who we perceive as the best team in Europe. People were saying they were unbeatable. He completely tore them to shreds. So I think if he has another season where he's impactful on Chelsea, and Chelsea can win honours and he can score goals, create, then there's no reason why he can't force himself into this England squad. I'm not even talking about the squad. I'm talking about starting for England, because I think he's got that much ability that at some time you're going to have to find a place for him.
Yeah, I agree with that. Look, let's talk about Arsenal, because we know what a big fan you are of them. Finally seems like they're getting the player that they want in terms of Victor Gyökeres. Could he be the difference, do you think, in terms of them being title contenders and actually getting the title?
Yeah, I think so. I really do. I mean, obviously they got the signings in, and I think a lot of Arsenal fans were getting a bit agitated about when is the striker going to come in. It looks like they've got their main man now, and I almost feel like that was the final part of the jigsaw, because I think Arsenal were creating a lot. Yeah, they were creating a lot of chances, but they weren't really putting them away. I mean, they scored goals as a team a lot, but they needed that guy when the games are tight. Could he be the difference? And I think Victor Gyökeres, you look at his numbers last season for Sporting, they're scary, absolutely scary. So if Arsenal can get it over the line with the additions of Zubamendi, Norgard they've brought in as well, of course, I really think they can. Kepa as well, the goalkeeper. I think Kepa as well. Maybe Madueke as well. I think Arsenal are going to have a really good season this year.
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty impressive. Obviously, he's had plenty of success at Coventry. That was in the Championship. Though, do you think that experience of English football will help ease any worries about whether he could adapt to the Premier League? Because it's kind of a big difference, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a big difference, but I do think that, you know, he's had a taste of English football, but I think it's the confidence as well. I think the confidence from scoring all them goals, not just in the Portuguese league, but in the Champions League as well. He's looked unstoppable in that league as well. So I just think for Arsenal, they create a lot of chances, but now there's someone to kind of give Kai Havertz competition as well. I think that's important, because he's done really well, but he's not as prolific as Victor Gyökeres. But of course, it's going to be a gamble. It's going to be a risk. We've seen Darwin Núñez go to Liverpool after having a fantastic season at Benfica. Didn't quite happen for him. But hopefully when Gyökeres gets to Arsenal, he can hit the ground running, and Arsenal going to push closer to win the league this year.